Hi, welcome to another episode of Hot Takes. Now, John Swinney, it must be hard, to be John Swinney. He must wake up in the morning and think, why does nobody listen to me? Because actually, nobody listens to him. They ignore him, but he's easy to ignore because he sits there and talks about things and talks rubbish. Anyway, I'm not in power, so I don't care. He told councils not to raise council tax by more than the rate of inflation, which at the time was at about 3%. And not one council listened to him. They all heard him and they all went, nah, sorry, John, not going to happen, mate. You have cut the amount of money you're paying to councils. We need that money. Up they go. And he did. It's exactly that. Yeah, I want them kept at 3% rises. Well, give us the money then. No. Okay. And not one council stuck to his 3% rise. In fact, the minimum rises were 6%, double the rate of inflation. John was incensed. He was angry, particularly when Orkney went with 15% and, unbelievably, Falkirk went with 15.6%. And Falkirk is run by the SNP, and they were the highest, over 5 times the rate of inflation. And he was like, why aren't you listening to me? And they're going, well, you didn't give us the money, mate. It's as simple as that. And he's got very, very angry. Although not half as angry as angry Scots, who sent very angry emails to him by the thousands, inundated with these. You promised us this, and you promised us that, and these haven't happened. What's wrong with you? And things like that. Now, he's had to go onto the media to try and say, it's not my fault. I've told them not to do it, and they did it. Blame them. Well, he's actually saying, blame the SNP councils, who, as a whole, raised them up higher than all the other councils. Irony there, isn't there? Anyway, the councils themselves are now really shitting themselves, to put it bluntly, because there's an election next year, and Swinney is likely to say, we're going to have a freeze on council tax. And we all know how that works out, don't we? Just asked Humza, a man who got to the end of his speech and panicked. He had nothing else to say and just went, council tax freeze. And like a big bing, light bulb. And you see everyone in the background going, oh God, no, he's not that stupid, is he? What an arse. What an absolute bellend this man is. Because he hadn't funded it, hadn't costed it, didn't know how to do it. And of course, there's no such thing as a council tax freeze. There's just a delay in a council tax rise. So yeah, no rise this year, double the rise the next year. That's exactly what's happened, and that's exactly what will happen each and every time. And so they're really scared that Swinney's going to come out and go, council tax freeze. And they're all going to go, no. And then he's going to look like a complete and utter prick. So, no change there then. Let me know your thoughts. Thanks a lot.